Hey everybody, Travis from MUDDCreek.com here. Want to do a quick review of the Mossy Oak Neoprene Buttstock shotgun shell holder. This is the Breakup Country camo version of it. They kind of change these colors every once in a while. This is one of the current colors out right now, and you can kind of get an idea what that looks like color-wise there. But this is a little different than like these. This is the soft shell, kind of black, typical stretchy neoprene-y. Well, I guess that's not neoprene, but elastic webbing type one. And then this is a little bit more form-fitting here. I'm gonna turn this off here in a second and put it on the gun so you can see what it looks like there, but I just want to show you what it looks like in the packaging here. These are more like your neoprene right here, loops here, and I wonder how well those are going to hold out over time. If I have one concern right out of the gate, that would be one of them. Some of the feedback I've seen is I think those can wear over time. I don't know if they'd be as robust as that, but overall I like the look of this a lot better. I think it's going to look pretty sharp on a shotgun there. This one difference is it only holds 4 shells as opposed to 5. It's a little closer fit to the gun, and it'll help protect your gun finish, but also reduce the glare and whatnot. So this is a Velcro strap here, so it's gonna be a little easier to get on and off in theory, which I do like. But let's just pop this off real quick. Get that out of the way, and there you have it. And let me just try putting it on right now, actually, and let's see how this bad boy goes here. So it looks like it's supposed to go on just like it is shown there. So let me pull this up here. Like I said before, this has a cloth, camel cloth finish to it, so it's not gonna contrast super well here, but let's just see if that's pretty easy to put on. It looks like it's gonna fit like a glove, and this is a Remington 870 Express, so this is one of the more popular budget guns out there. I can imagine this was possibly one of the things that they tested on, because it would make a lot of sense. Obviously here I'm not doing a great job of this here. You can get that a little tighter there. It does look like, well, let's see if I can get that a little tighter now. Let me start at the neck and get that as tight as we can. And then we'll work down this way. Definitely not a pro at this. You can see where the neoprene, might have some issues. In some ways, maybe it's easier to do it off the gun than do it there. That's a little better fit there. Still not perfect right here. I bet you could probably dial that in a hair, but you only have so much Velcro to go there. But actually looks really sharp on there. I do like the look of it quite a bit. If you're going wood specifically, it might be something kind of different there. Just to break it up and give you something new. Now, these, they fit in pretty easy. I'm just going to throw in 4 real quick. Stagger them here, a couple different loads here. Let's see how this seems to carry on the gun. So it does kind of bunch up a hair there once I put them all in there, which, I wouldn't say it bugs me, but that might be a little off. You can see a little better on the side there. One thing to consider, obviously. And then you probably want to shoot these down a little bit more so it's a little lower profile. When I've shot with these on here, I do not notice this getting in the way. Depending on your right or left hand, you'd probably want to put it on whatever side makes more sense. These seem to be like they're going to be more of a right-handed weapon type thing, but you could possibly rotate it over there. It just might be a little funky, and then obviously you'd have the Velcro up there. But I don't notice this when I've shot with these on here. They don't bug me. And I do like the Axis have more. Like I said, you have 4 here. So you may want the 5 holder here in this instead. But like I said, I like to look at this a little bit better. I think if you mess with this some, you could probably get this dialed in a little bit better too on the fit. And that's maybe something that's nice to think about there. I believe this is mostly going to hold your 12, 10, 16 gauge probably be fine, 20 gauge. My dad has an old 16 gauge gun. I'm sure this will work just fine. 410, I don't think this is going to work. I think it's just going to slide out on you. You'd want to use the rifle one for that. So you can see a little noisier pulling those out. That neoprene's just a little stickier maybe to get those out. It just wants to kind of stick a little bit. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, right? It makes a little more noise on you, but that may not be a deal breaker for you. You can also carry different types of rounds in here. If you want something with a little longer load, this is a 3-inch versus a 2 3/4. Or let's say maybe you got buckshot versus a regular shot or a slug, and you want to carry some different rounds. Sometimes it's good to have this here just to give you some options, or if you want to make like a survival type gun out of it. That's going to drive me nuts right there. But you get the general idea there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, these will work great. And the nice thing about this is you can easily just pop it off just like that. If you don't want to use it that day for whatever reason, or they got laws against it, whatever it is, something to think about. So anyway, that is what she looks like there. It's a good looking piece, and I think this makes a great little accessory for any shotgun, really. Something to consider. Thanks for stopping by. Come check us out at mudcreek.com.